Nice. Episode 39. We're nearly at that 40 mark. A little bit later than planned, Joe. You're a little bit frazzled, are you, mate?
I'm frazzled. I've been busy.
He's had a busy day.
Day.
I'll say this because I'll say this straight off the bat. Do you know what was worst part is when we were coming into here? Just don't say. I'll say this.
Yeah.
And then I've said it immediately.
Good.
Was you mentioned to me, and this is a bit behind baseball.
Okay, if this is what I think it is, I might have an update on this.
Okay, cool. So you can't give away any information, but there is an app in for Friday. But how is it looking?
So I went in the office.
You don't have to explain it because I don't know how you're allowed to.
I asked about this app and they didn't know what I was talking about.
What app is it? Spotify? Amazon Music? Anywhere you can get the Peppercorn Boys?
You can get a Peppercorn Boys.
So I've applied for him myself.
Have you? I think it's about time one of us. I think maybe a Peppercorn boy. Like he could be a Peppercorn boy. Maybe how Win at Arsenal there's a Labrador at Arsenal. Everyone takes.
Well, our show comes out on Friday, so
one of us could adopt him, and then they don't need to know. They don't need to know how we divulge. Like we're like divorced three-way parents, like 3 men and a baby.
Oh, but can I be Tom Selleck?
3 men and a Friday.
3 men.
I'm gonna have because I've picked up on what this is, and if our listeners have watched the past few episodes, and they may have picked up, but I'm gonna need some proper actual intel after this podcast to see what's going on, because at the moment,
I might do as well.
things aren't like properly adding up. But all I was gonna say is, oh damn it, I had a whole bit in my head about something that's gone on right now, and I couldn't think of the right word to think of it. You're just lucky that I was so hospitable, very demure, very thoughtful, very mindful.
The best part about all this is Joe just thinks you've just said a series of words. He has no clue what you're doing, and it might be the worst trend in years.
It's properly annoying.
It's mad. I don't know how to explain it other than what Bruno just said. You just say that.
Okay, wait, quickly though, before we move on to that. I just need to elaborate. There's a chance Friday's application fell through.
Okay.
Because I was told he did have one. I was sent in to look at his application, because anyone that knows certain dogs quite well have to go have a little look.
Yeah.
And then when I went in, I guess they didn't really know. So I guess it kind of fell through maybe.
Okay. We need to go harder. I think we all need to social about it as well.
Yeah, I'll obviously be doing the site visit on this. I'll take this personally. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Bruno looked after Poppy so well, and Poppy was obviously in episode like 20 or something.
Yeah.
And she's doing fantastic. But I think Bruno would be a really good surrogate to Friday.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just think 3 men and a Friday. I think we could have a 3-way.
But it's kind of like
adoption.
It's a mix of 3 men and a baby, and look who's talking.
Yeah, he gets 3 Christmases.
Talking.
He gets 3 Christmases.
He gets 3
Christmases. He gets 3 Christmases.
Very
Friday's
cute, very cutesy, very demure.
Yeah, very demure.
What is it?
Don't worry about it. Honestly, these trends, there's one on X at the minute, and I can't even explain it because I don't think I've once even looked at one of the tweets that that actually has it, but I keep seeing it, and it's where it says it just says something like I don't think you'll probably understand what I'm saying, but it's like I can't even think of how to explain it.
What's the context?
It's like you weren't there when
the one that you're doing it. Oh, okay.
The one I'm doing. So you weren't there for when you were in the trenches, so you can't be here for this bit. But it has a way of doing it. I don't even fully understand it, but I see it constantly.
I'm not sure
starts these trends?
I'm not sure if I've seen that one yet. But
how did the Demure one start?
Oh, I know how potentially the Demure one started. It's either one of two. It's either Kourtney Kardashian or this person that was doing her makeup for a job. So it's one of the two.
So it's always a Kardashian. That's what I've learned. And if Kevin Durant also learned that this week, because I mean, if you haven't been keeping up with your Kevin Durant
news, I have not been keeping up with my.
He was in the Kardashian home this week. This is according to TMZ Sports. This is not my information. And he was with the Kardashians. And he said, "Did my boy in the Kardashian home? Did my boy Booker smash?" That's what he said to the Kardashians, to the whole family.
He presented it to the room.
Well, Booker was with Kendall, so I assume she might have been in the room. He said that and he got instantly kicked out.
I bet.
Wow, good.
Right, but I mean,
good.
Come on. So,
good.
But Kevin Durant, again, another Suns player. These Suns players are a real problem. They're always hanging out with that Bad Bunny.
Yeah, you got to be respectful when you walk into the K house. All right.
The K. All right. Be careful with that one. Joe and I have had a trim up. What do you think, Brune?
I like it. Did you have a proper trim up or did you have a redneck trim up?
Redneck trim up, always. Yeah, always redneck.
All right. I had my own trim up. Doesn't look any different.
Bruno's literally a cartoon. Like, he never looks any different. After a trim up, he looks exactly how he did. Unless you're very close to him with a HD camera, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, there was a couple hairs on his neck or something. But other than that, even he's got what from our angle, he's wearing a turtleneck and he looks like Christian Cage.
He does, yeah.
That's my feeling I've got.
The guy off of Sky Sports.
High compliment. Yes, that guy on Sky Sports. Threw me for a loop because it doesn't look like you, but it kind of
does.
Does.
In an alternative universe, yeah.
Yeah.
Alternative.
Very strange. Very strange. But,
very cutesy, very demure. Yeah.
He's going to stick with that one. Yeah, so we could technically do a peppercorn at that trend, but we're not going to do that because it's not worth it. Good enough.
No.
I'll say...
I wouldn't even know how to peppercorn it. I don't know what it is.
Well,
you're probably going to find out after this episode. I feel like we might have to... Girl. No, this isn't on that level. This isn't on that level. Don't worry.
No, that was a whole person.
We are soon going to have to start corning. I'll say this because it's becoming like an epidemic now. I think.
Yeah, like Mpox. That's in the news at a minute. I mean, could we be doing lockdown-based podcasts? Exactly how we're doing it right now.
True. I have to get the dogs.
You'll have to move over here.
Yeah, I'll get everyone over it.
Get everyone over here for it. I can't imagine there's not a little 2-weeker coming up, but I mean...
You reckon?
Yeah.
Probably right before I go to America. Same as last time.
I do think there'll be a 2-weeker minimum, but...
I genuinely, the world as it is now, you're not getting people in line to do a lockdown.
Yeah. But I mean, we did. You know,
nah, so we've gone to pop since then, so no, it's not happening.
Yeah, it's tough. I think they're going to have to do something because obviously we're starting to get the first ones in England, or UK or whatever, and then also now people are starting to die. So I think so that's the issue. Is it's
crazy.
The minute that happens, I think doesn't it kind of I don't know if this is crazy. Same with when COVID started, they were like, oh, COVID's in all these countries, and then they didn't stop people kind of flying everywhere.
Yeah.
I think don't do a 2-week lockdown. Just don't have anyone fly anywhere for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know how much money we wasted on the app and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
All that they need to do is learn from their mistakes, and when something like a COVID or pox happens, just set like guidelines. Like the first stage. Close the borders in from those countries. Like no planes come in from that country anymore. It's that kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm not a politician, and my Tories aren't in, so I don't give.
You know. I don't know why they don't just do that because it almost makes too much sense. But I think they said last time that they pretty much said that COVID could have almost been stopped if they just had a break in play. So they said if they'd shut everyone down for like 2 weeks, like 2 months earlier, and shut the borders for those 2 weeks, that would have been eradicated.
True.
Well, supposedly, again, hindsight is easy.
It should have been a little bit more, but hey, people higher up and the people that actually run it in the background, they love to watch the world burn sometimes, don't they? So. Yeah.
And again, this is another time where we realised that Bruno's super into conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
And that's why we need to do the episodes of this because I think that's a 3-parter. But again, we want to do it in person.
It will be,
but
it will be big.
I think the conspiracy episode would be very good. What do you think of these Diet Coke cans? They have names on it. Like I've got Anthony.
Oh wow.
Joe's got Kirsty, and I believe these are Henry VIII's wives.
I think so.
So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool history.
Or apart from Henry VIII, what is the meaning behind the names of the cans?
So I didn't know, but apparently it's just names. It's just if whether you get your name.
Oh, really?
I
think so.
I had, and I still think I have in storage somewhere, a Coke bottle, a nice glass Coke bottle with my name on it.
I remember those.
A while ago.
Was that from Atlanta?
That was a decade ago. I got it over here.
Oh, okay. Do you say it's a decade ago? So Atlanta would be longer. That's
maybe more than that.
Wow.
Even more than that.
Oh, someone said the other day as well, we're 4 months away from 2025, but we're all still trying to process 2019. Yeah. But we don't realise that it's been over half a decade since that.
COVID just took 2 years away, didn't it?
Yeah, and we're still trying to get over 2016. So this is
2016 was a bad one, wasn't it? But I mean, that was just the kind of prelude.
It was a warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, we all thought, oh, I can't get worse than this. Yeah. And then we thought, well, watch the next 5 or 6 years. That would be a good time. No, I don't know what the Coke cans are. Apparently, it's just names. But
fair enough.
I've got one downstairs. It says Jade.
You're going to find one of yours. Guarantee no one out there will find a Bruno. So if the listeners and viewers, I want you to try and get the full Peppercorn set. So Bruno, Joe, Scott, Lewis, Sam. All right.
I'm going to say right now, I've not got any of them yet.
No.
I've got Jade. Like I said, I've got Jade. I've got Amy. I've got Adam.
I've
got Anthony. And I've got Kirsty.
Do you think of people with these names as you're drinking them?
Not at all. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to drink this one.
Do you feel like you're drinking a Tony right now?
I don't. No, it doesn't. It feels like Anthony. The man who spins on the ball.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Kirsty Alley over here.
I don't know what Kirsty tastes like. Tastes like Doug.
Very good.
Nice.
I watched a film last night. I think there's a chance that I watched it with Lissy. It's whether I watched it with Lissy originally or whether it was one of you. It's 2010. She's Out of My League. Or She's Out of Your League. Do you remember this film?
I love this film, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great film. I saw it in the cinema 100%.
Well, I think I saw it in the cinema 100% too.
The lead actress...
Was it?
No, it's 2010.
I swear it was earlier than that. Fair enough.
It's 2010, but again, me and Lissy were together in 2010.
Amanda Bynes?
No, I know what you're thinking of. It's the guy from Easy A with Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Same kind of... He was in a lot of films. He looked like he should have been in like Road Trip or something.
Yeah.
Skinny guy. Looks a bit like a very, very young Tom Hanks.
It's a very Bruno film too.
Yeah, she's out of his league. He can't believe it. He's got like a problem with it because he's like, how could she surely there's something up here. Like imposter syndrome, and then
Who else is in it?
The main woman, I forget her name.
Yeah,
I think it's Emily Alice. That feels like her name. You'd know her if you saw it.
I don't know if that's.
And it's got the actor from Office Christmas Party and Deadpool, the comedian with the kind of mouth.
Oh yeah,
he's got like a TJ something, isn't it?
TJ something.
He's a stand-up.
Why don't I remember this film?
She's called Alicia Eve.
Alicia Eve. Okay.
And that guy is TJ Miller.
TJ Miller, yeah. So and so him and his buddies all work at an airport. They work for like TSA.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the part
I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
That is good.
It is a good film. But we rewatched it just because that kind of era of rom-com, they don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
No.
I kind of 2000. Yeah, 2006 to like 2012.
Well, shout out Glen Powell. He's bringing it back.
He's trying. They're trying.
He might have moved on to bigger things now, though. I don't know.
This is different from what Glen Powell's done so far.
These kind of throwaway ones.
This one hasn't been done in a long time.
Yeah, it's like She's All That. It's one of those types of level one.
Okay, more comedy.
It's very good. It's very good.
It's one of the white covers with red lettering. It's that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's spot on, really.
I know.
That's spot on. It was good. No, I really enjoyed it. We've been watching like a decent amount of films at it. We keep just kind of.
Nice.
I struggle to commit to a film sometimes.
Yeah.
But at the minute, we're just kind of when you kind of scroll. I actually enjoy the process of scrolling for an hour.
I do until it goes that little bit too long though, and then you start to lose hope.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I watched the Truth or Dare one the other day.
Yep.
I watched Fantasy Island.
Yep.
Another Blumhouse one.
Yeah.
Is it Blumhouse or Bloom?
Bloom.
Jason Bloom. Bloomhouse.
It's BLUM, right?
Yeah.
Blum.
I think it's Bloom.
I always say Blumhouse, and then I heard someone in like an interview say Blumhouse, and it's thrown me since.
It could be Blumhouse.
But I don't know if that person knew.
I've never heard anyone actually say it.
It's Blumhouse.
Yeah, I watched that film, then I watched She's Out of My League. We nearly watched, and this is one I'm going to watch, is the new John Cena outfit.
Oh.
Called Jackpot on Prime.
About a lottery ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, which looks like a kind of a...
Any classic John Cena straight to Prime is always going to be good.
Yeah, I quite like those kind of throwaway John Cena films.
Did you watch it?
No, but I'm going to watch it. Like, Stenicki was really good. Ricky Stenicki. We also watched The Fall Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you watched it.
Yes. Yeah, good film.
With Gosling and Emily Blunt.
Very...
Demure. Right.
I would join in, but I don't fully know.
Yeah, you're right.
It's got like throwbacks to the original as well. Like there's a lot of throwback stuff in there, which is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm always in on anything stuntman related. Anything like that 70s era of stuntman.
Right.
I love that stuff.
Hell yeah. No, I like that. And there was the other one, Barbie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Barbie was so much better than what I thought it was.
I think I've heard that is the general consensus. That was when you WhatsApped me about that, and I said that's the general opinion of people. I was going to write general consensus. Couldn't figure out how to spell consensus.
Yeah. I'll do that sometimes. I'll change a whole sentence because I can't figure out one of the words. But Barbie, when it started, all I could think in my head was, I don't get how they're going to make this 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it was her in Barbie Land. Blah, blah, blah. No, she's in Barbie Land, and I was just like, I guess she's going to go into the real world because I've seen pictures of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, but surely this... And then by the end, I was like, this is just brilliant. It's just such a good... It's such a good film.
I feel like the comedy in it's quite subtle.
Yeah, there's bits, and there's also like this underlying like kind of ripping into the patriarchy of like men and women, and how women are like underpaid and all this, and men are just really simple. Yeah. So like, for example, it isn't really a good
shout out Ken.
When Ken, I'm just Ken. When he goes to England, goes to the States, he learns how to be a man because obviously he's like one of the few men on Barbie Land.
Okay.
And he thinks it's fur jackets, horses, a lot of horses, working out, and things like that. And when he comes back, he thinks horses are like in charge because he's got it all mixed up. It's very good. It's very good.
When I first saw that film came out and the casting behind it, I was kind of confused about how that was going to go, like, and why. For one, Ryan Gosling would take that because that's not the kind of film I expect from him.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to see it now. I feel like you've sold it.
Honestly,
nicely.
It's so worth seeing. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if Bruno is back here. Bruno, can you hear us?
I've been ill. I've been ill all along.
I'm going to keep going though, just because.
Yes.
I can't.
Hey, Bruno appeared. What's going to happen is I'm going to keep doing the podcast because the worst case scenario is this. I'm hoping it's still recording on our end absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So, well, technically, locally, it is recording, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So OBS is still
the
going.
The beauty of doing this in person as well.
And how professional did I sound? Bruno's trying to talk, but because he's talking very minimally, guys, I'm not responding to him because I don't know what he's saying. And I don't want to make the audio. I don't want to make the audio.
We can answer questions that he's not actually asking.
So Bruno's just said something about Demure again, because I think that's all he had today. And I love the idea that he can hear us but can't talk, because that's now wound him up.
Oh, he 100% can hear us, and he can't get a word out.
Oh man, the poor guy. The poor guy can't catch a break. I was there, but the Fantasy Island one. Have you watched that?
I think I started it once, but I don't know if I finished it. If it's the one I'm thinking of,
right?
Is it
It's Blumhouse.
Yeah. So was Halloween Ends.
Yeah,
I watched that the other day as well. That was Blumhouse.
Blumhouse. Well done.
Because I've also done a few films. I think Fall Guy, Halloween Ends, Twisters. I mean,
found it on YouTube. Isn't
yeah, there's no actual way to watch Twisters yet at home without spending $20 on some sort of VPN or whatever it is. Yeah. But yeah, I randomly found it on YouTube. I don't know how much of that I could say.
I really hope Bruno can hear this because we've said the word OBS and VPN.
Yeah.
And he's wound up tight.
Oh, yeah.
I bet he's taken off the turtleneck. He might have even got another haircut.
He's shirtless now.
Exactly. But it's Fantasy Island. He's got Lucy Hale in from Pretty Little Lies fame.
When you say Lucy Hale, I just think of the lead singer of Hailstorm.
Yeah, but she's also a singer. Lucy Hale.
Wow.
It's a country singer. So it's very...
Lucy Hale not being the one that botched the American anthem, was it?
No, who was that?
I don't know. She disappeared though.
Yeah, that's right. No, it wasn't her. She's not like she was a little bit of a singer.
Yeah.
But realistically, she's just an actress. But she did a little bit of country music. A little bit like
I'm a country singer,
the girl from One Tree Hill, Jenna something. The one that played...
Again, Bruno.
Jenna Kramer.
Oh, okay.
We're really random. But no, we watched this, and it's Fantasy Island. It's actually very good.
Yeah.
Those two films are the only two films. Sometimes I look for a horror that isn't going to scare me enough where I feel uncomfortable at the end.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be enough horror that makes me kind of... This fits the criteria of what I like.
Like a horror equivalent of easy listening.
Exactly. So for me, that's what I did. Like, I'm happy with that. And I've not been able to find many without it kind of being a lot like darker or something where I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to be involved.
Well, I was going to say before you carry on, my favourite part of the horror film, I've explained this to Lisa, I think, numerous times. You know, you always have the intro scene, which kind of sets up the horror film.
Right.
Kind of gives you a view of what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Then it settles into what I describe as the light beginning.
Right.
When everything's still nice.
Yeah.
Usually daytime, a little bit of nice music, like a family moving into a new home or something. Everyone's really happy. I think Sinister, I watched that recently again. It's very good. Very similar. And you see the family moving into their new home. It's all very colourful. Everyone's bubbly. I call it the calm before the storm.
You call it that? I've heard you say that. Yeah, I've heard you say that a few times.
That is my favourite part of a horror film because nothing's kicked in yet, but you know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And visually, if you're watching like a high-budget American horror film, it's normally quite nice on the eyes. Poltergeist was like that.
So our dad brings this up a lot, is the scene at the start of Poltergeist when they move into...
Yes.
Bruno, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We've carried on as if nothing's happened. Is that okay?
I'm mad heat because I could hear you the entire time. I was saying this and this and this. And I really wanted you to just like stop it at that point. Like after, what were you talking about before? The she's out of my league one or whatever. I wanted you to stop. No, the John Cena stuff. I wanted you to stop after you had done that. And then we could have redone it. But you being the center of attention, you just wanted all the spotlight for yourself. So
some will say center of attention, some would say absolute pros. They don't even miss a beat. Like live TV,
that's what I feel like it is. We're so used to live stuff.
Oh yeah, nothing goes wrong. You just keep talking. No one knows.
Like when we did radio before, that was always live, and like wrestling, obviously. Everything's live, so I think it's been drilled into us. And if something goes wrong, you just keep moving.
Yeah, you got to keep it. But Bruno, did you hear us say the words OBS?
Yeah.
I think Joe said something. What was
VPN.
I'm so glad you
legally. Like this.
Wow.
Well, I didn't put it on YouTube.
He was scrolling through YouTube.
I didn't put it on YouTube.
He was scrolling through YouTube and he found the whole film.
I just happened to find it.
And I was just going to say, did little brother go look for it as well? Yeah. But did little brother come up empty? Yeah. Because it got removed like 3 minutes later.
I think it was uploaded 15 hours before I saw it, so it was the sweet spot.
And did Big Brother go watch it 3 times in the cinema and pay good hard cash to Glen Powell? Yes, he did. Yeah. So
yes, he did.
Who are you taking the money out of the pocket of? Hey, let's just think.
I think everyone will be fine.
The guy from In the Heights in Hamilton has got like a problem. Like everyone dislikes it.
Really?
Yeah, we're taking it out of that guy's pocket. Well, he's got like a big thing on him, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, something. I don't want to go into it, but I mean, there is a big old news thing with that guy.
You just all right.
Yeah. I did at least take away from it.
You can't say it all. Don't say anything at all. You know, this is.
Well, people have the Google machine. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not talking.
Well, I understand he has got an issue because he's working with that rich guy that buys land. So, you know, he does have an issue. Mm-hmm.
He's got a brain like a Tory we know.
Oh yeah.
They would throw his friends on abundance for a little coin.
I wouldn't find the dog.
Coin.
I would never.
No. Did we all watch that Jermaine Janis video though? That I put in?
No.
Did you not even watch it? The one I put in the group. It was him going. He's got a drink. It is the most repugnant thing. He's got a beer in his hand. And he's like, sometimes you work in all week. He said, making ends meet. You're hustling. He said, you're looking for that coin. Coin. He goes, sometimes you got to treat yourself. He drinks it. He goes,
was it an
lovely? No, it's just him on his Instagram.
That's wild.
No.
And he pans down to a lovely Rottweiler at the end. But just saying, search out Jermaine Janis and coin. both of you need to watch it. I'll reply to it in the group so you can see it.
Yeah. When did you send it? Because I'm very up to date and punctual with.
Yesterday, Alex responded to it and said, "I hate that guy, but the Rottweiler's nice." That was all he said. Or the dog was nice. Right. I don't know if he specified the breed, but it was. But his tongue was hanging out the side, which means he needs a drink, and he obviously didn't have a drink. So just said, keep an eye for that. In the summer
was very nice and just downing a drink in front of him.
Yes, a beer. Because he was looking for that. Honestly, it's as annoying as you're finding me do it. It's worse. I swear.
I don't know if it will be, but we'll see.
I'm pretty livid right now.
Getting back to what I was saying.
Lisa's takeaway from Twister so quickly. Not enough Glen Powell.
Right?
Not enough.
I know. That's what we're watching it for. If you could change the male and the female lead in that film to anyone in the world, who would you change it to?
You know what? I thought about this because Lisa brought up the Glen Powell thing, and I think she said not enough Glen Powell. He might not as well have been in it. And I think my response...
She didn't mean that.
No, she did not mean that. That's too much. That's too much.
I think she was just annoyed with how little he was in it. There's a little hair.
Of course I said the dog.
And then of course I said the dog. And then I said, if he hadn't been in it, the publicity they got on TikTok alone from him would not have been there. But, and then I did say, is it Glen Powell or was it the role in the film that had girls, lit up? Was it the role or the actor? Because if a different actor plays that role, I think it's the role. I don't think it's him necessarily.
Nah, it's him. He's Matthew McConaughey light. Do you know what I mean?
But who else?
Who
else could have stepped?
Matthew McConaughey.
It would have been the same.
It would have been a little bit scarier for everyone involved if little Matthew McConaughey was wandering around. I would go with comfortably Emily Blunt.
Oh, yeah.
And The Rock. Could you imagine The Rock in that role? And he's like, of course I saved the dog.
Of course I found the dog, yeah.
He's got a bit of that in him, though. He's got the cowboy hat and that. He loves all that.
Yeah. Especially that scene where he walks out in the rain.
There is another film that has this vibe for me that came out a long time ago, and I love it as well. And it's about a cowboy bull rancher, not a tornado wrangler, and this girl, and I forgot what it's called now.
I know the exact film you're on about. Okay, I couldn't tell you the name of it, but I know the one. Yep.
Whoa! It's like generally.
Jamie, look it up.
Generally, one of my favorites, and it's annoying.
Generally,
the longest
genuinely?
ride. The longest ride. You seen that film?
I don't think I've seen it.
I have, yeah. He's the bull rider or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what the downside of Twisters is when they started riding bulls and they were like catching a cow and stuff?
Yeah.
I got really upset.
That was kind of the bit where Lisa went, oh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I like it.
Please don't watch don't probably watch any of Yellowstone, but don't watch the first scene of Yellowstone.
That is my issue with things like Yellowstone.
I think I've seen the first scene of Yellowstone. I didn't go back. Not because of that, though. I don't even remember that scene.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. There is a website, like I said before, you can look it up. Any animals that get killed in a film, you can look it up before you watch it. So you're not having to worry about the dog dying or something.
That's smart. It is a film, though, so no one's actually getting hurt.
How many people on Titanic in the film?
Unless you're in Titanic, yeah.
Exactly. I'm just saying, a lot of people died, Jack.
I think I
said die, Jack.
In real life, Leonardo DiCaprio died.
Yeah, a lot of stunt people died.
Wow.
Doing stunts. Again, generally on films.
All right. Sorry.
Generally on a lot of films, people do die.
I tell you what, film sets are way more hardcore than you think they're going to be. You think they're quite glamorous. They're not.
But Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Wow. My word, it's a good pickup. I'm just saying, if you wanted this Halloween, if you want to get involved in a throwaway horror that you're not going to be petrified at the end, but it's going to have a little bit of something to it. You feel like, you walk up to the water, you put your toe in, but you're not getting deep.
Okay, just a tip. This is your film. That and Truth or Dare. I think those two are a silly kind of good enough horrors. I think I've seen Truth.
Yeah,
Fantasy Island, I'm not so sure. Yeah,
I haven't watched Fantasy Island. There's a film that I definitely want to watch at the moment. leading into horror season, but it's more of a thriller, and that's the M. Night Shyamalan with Josh Hartnett. Trapped. The Trap or Trapped. That looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
Trapped, just like what DeAndre Hopkins said under Sydney Sweeney's last Instagram. That's all truth. I couldn't make that. My brother couldn't make that up that quickly.
No, that's impressive.
But that is exactly what he wrote underneath the comment of her on that boat.
Anyway. Sydney Sweeney, another good lead role for Twisters.
No,
just put her in Glen Powell in every film.
Yeah, no, it's too much. You have to. Hey, Joe, don't overdo it. I think it was genuinely cast lovely, and I liked the mix of Glen Powell in it. I thought it was all right. This story wasn't about him, Lisa. Jesus.
Lucinda.
It was. I'm gonna be honest. Twisters, if you haven't seen it, perfect.
I think it is the perfect film. I think it's the first way in which country music is going to be shown to the general public in this country.
Yeah.
And it's going to become unbearable with Post Malone's new album.
Yeah, we're definitely having... I need to catch the full of that. I haven't listened to it from start to finish.
Very good album.
It's very good. There's an extended cut as well now.
With just him.
Was it called Long Bed or something?
Long Bed. Because a lot of people complained that it was all like features.
Too many features.
But the extended one is like 10 new songs, but it's just him.
It's 29 total, I think, now.
Yeah. And I think the songs with just him
are the better ones.
They're actually the better songs.
He's done an old Torture Post department, is he?
Yeah. I don't know what I meant, but I think it might be Taylor Swift. Is she in Wembley tonight, out of interest?
The last one, yeah.
Whatever.
No, the last Europe.
Well, you never know.
But is this the end of her tour?
No, it's the last Europe tour date. So she goes back to America and Canada, and then that's it.
She's done forever then?
She's done. The Eras tour finishes in December.
But is that like the end of her touring ever, do you reckon?
No.
Okay.
Is this the biggest tour ever?
Yes.
Because it's huge.
Yes. It's gone so long that she goes back to Wembley every 3 months.
It started pre-COVID.
Yes. I think it was supposed to happen before COVID, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it was supposed to start somewhere, and it got pushed back or something.
I reckon
she's just so popular.
Yeah, I reckon there's a big announcement that's going to happen at tonight's show as well.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's going to propose.
Yeah, he's deep. He's deep
while he's in Chiefs camp.
Yeah, he's deep catching behind the back passes from Mahomes in preseason.
Yeah, that's mad.
He's not got time to get down on one knee, you know.
Busy now.
I tell you what, I can't imagine Taylor Swift would take that kindly ever saying, I don't have time to get on one knee. Right?
I think
she's busting out 4 hours every night.
Nah, she'd absolutely respect his hustle. Yeah. Actually, they've got a great relationship on the.
Oh, have you
the front of
hang out with them? And guys, you can go to Reddit and find Bruno's watch-alongs and rom-coms or whatever he's made. What are they called?
Breakdowns of every single interaction. Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno's got a whole fan fiction of where he meets her in a dressing room backstage and he just wants to change her mic because the audio's wrong. And she's like, what's your name? And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. And she goes, it matters to me. And then he's like, oh. But, yeah. And Bruno, look, how embarrassing it is because it's a real one. I found it. And you can watch them here. Like, he's going to put them up just here.
Yeah.
There's the picture of one of them. And here's another one. And here's another one. No, we're not going to keep doing it.
No.
It's a fancy island. No, I'm kidding.
We're not going back to that.
I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
How about let me ask you a question. Have you since it's come out signed up even for a free trial of Disney Plus?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is from now on, be careful if you have any allergies going into those parks, right? Because if you try and sue, you signing up to Disney Plus like nullifies it apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give us more information on this.
I'm surprised it hasn't come across your page, Scott. I definitely know Joe doesn't like. He's not on TikTok, so it hasn't. But so a husband and wife went for dinner in, I think it was Disney Springs. Actually,
I'll be there soon.
I've been there.
I'll be there soon.
They researched ahead of time for any non-dairy, non-nut places. They found the best rated one. They went in there. They made sure that there was no dairy, no nuts in there. She had her meal. She went into shock. Later passed away. R.I.P.
What?
And then the husband is suing Disney for only $50,000. Okay?
You got to go
which is kind of nothing. And some tall legal douchebag went and said basically to one of the Disney lawyers or whatever that the husband signed up for Disney Plus and cancelled it within the 2 weeks. But because he signed up to that, it has like a weird thing in the T's and C's where they can't sue. They're not negligible. And they're trying to get off with that. I don't think they're going to get off because I think legally you can't. But it's just funny.
You hope like some big lawyer is going to see this and be like, "I'll get involved." Like
how big Disney is, how much money they pump in.
Yeah,
and they can even like in a way to them brush that under the rug, and it's mental. I thought you would have seen it.
I didn't know about that. I know someone who actually locally to our old hometown had the exact same thing happen and actually got a good payout.
What?
Yeah.
Names?
No.
Legalities?
No. Because it's there was an actual court case.
Okay. What have I said before? Hey, this isn't going out live. We can bleep things. We can cut things out. Stop being a little about it. Come on.
That's the bleep. That is a very bad word you cannot use anymore. That is mad. I like the fact that he's going to have to bleep that now because that is bad. But no one's going to know what he said.
And it
wasn't as bad as what you're going to think. It's going to be what your imagination is going to be way worse than what he said. But,
I think mine flew anyway. But yeah, who got a good payout?
Oh, I'm not saying. But what I was going to do is I've got a pepper or corn it.
Let's do it. By the way, quickly though, I can't believe that story because I haven't heard that. That's wild.
It's mad, yeah. I don't know how.
And I'm about to go there.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
But I have no allergies.
No, but you got to look out not for the allergies. You got to look out for the alligators because it says in the park, don't feed them.
Okay.
Because they're in there, which is just Florida. But I'm just saying, it says don't feed the alleys.
Okay.
And just because you get gobbled up by some alley, doesn't mean just because you did free trial for Iron Man.
I still have Disney.
I have Disney Plus.
Does that mean I'm okay?
I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Bruno, could you confirm that for us? Are we okay if we've got current Disney Plus?
I'm not okay.
No, because if you signed it, you're still in it. It doesn't matter whether you're out or not. Yeah.
If Goofy bites me,
you're done.
I've got no leg to stand on.
You got no absolute leg to stand on.
That's mad. I tell you what I did do. Care. I once kissed a bear.
When did you do? When did you kiss me, mate? What's going on?
I've kissed you many a times, and you know that on the lips as well. I kissed a bear at the Paris Disney.
Oh, that bear!
And
the little sailor bear.
Yeah. What's his name?
No one knows. Doesn't exist.
He was really big in Paris like 12 years ago. But I don't know him, and I had like a flask that had him on it. I don't remember his name.
And you say that I've done the most embarrassing thing in a Disney park. How dare you?
So I was having a donut with coffee, which to this day is the best donut and coffee I've ever had because of the scenario. I was on a little train going around. It was pouring rain. I was eating a glazed donut, a coffee. We got off, and the bear from my coffee was there. And he said, "Let's go get a picture." I said, "Yeah, sure, no worries." I got there, and there was a group of people around. We lined up, which is very unlike me to line up to meet this bear. And when I got there, I heard from inside the outfit, "Kiss," and he leaned into me like this, 100%, and I went, "Oh, whatever," and I went, "Oh," and my lips touched. Yeah, you know.
Oh no!
I can only describe it as, you know, in a really good towel, gets, let's say, honey on it, and it dries.
Oh,
that's
disgusting.
It was like, you know, in the stuff, there are now spikes in between the nice fabrics. There's a couple naughty bits there, and I was like, and basically the picture's me going, because I was devastated to realize how many people have he done that to.
Yeah. Wow.
exactly, Luke. But I don't. What was that guy's name? Like Pudsey or something?
No,
I know it's not Pudsey, but it's
that's
like
worse than me.
What bears have you kissed?
I haven't kissed any bears, but I had the most embarrassing story in a Disney park up until that point.
yeah. Well, we've done that, haven't we? We've surely done that.
I think we have. But
I think
if we haven't, then it doesn't matter, does it?
That's very true.
I don't think
Bruno's the type of guy.
No.
Bruno's the type of guy who would meet Darth Vader but kiss his little helmet. Nah, I'm just saying. Smooth helmet. Would you not? If not, even if you got close and he went, kiss.
No, I'd have to. Not kiss, no.
I would have to.
I'd kiss Darth Vader. I'm a big Darth Vader guy.
I'd probably.
Darth Vader's the babyface.
I'm a Jedi. I'd cut his head off.
What's that, like a muggle?
A little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Get down with Jedi scum. Jedi scum.
Mm-hmm.
I'd bow to Yoda and Rey, and that's about it. And then be on my way, you know?
No, I'm all about Sith. All about Sith.
I had a cyst once.
But what's your peppercorn cornet, Scott?
Okay. There's a particular route I want to go, but I'm going to be broad so Bruno can actually make a picture for it.
Do it.
Haunted houses.
Yes.
Okay. What I specifically mean by this, but I would like to say it to be haunted houses because that's easier, more broad, is, you know, people want to stay in like a hotel that is actively haunted.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
you know, there's like stays.
Yeah.
Those types of kind of
ghost
like a haunted hotel.
Ghost hunting type spirit stuff, yeah.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
100%.
Is it the type of deal like with one of our anniversaries with Lissy and I, we got woken up at 2 a.m.
Oh, sorry about that.
And we got taken into the safari to feed the giraffes because that's when they get fed.
Very similar.
But it was like a knock, knock, knock.
It was that.
Yeah, and it was like freezing. Would you be right with like Big Anthony with his drink coming in and going, hey guys, we're going to go look for ghosts. Are you coming down to the basement? You'd be happy with that?
I'd rather it was Anthony with his drink than an actual ghost knocking on my door, though.
Or a bear with sticky head.
Yeah, and that.
Or like what was it, Joe? A Patriot soldier with a musket.
Oh, we haven't told that story. So I'll save that for another time.
I found out recently that most people see a Civil War
ghost.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, is the go-to ghost apparently experience for people. Okay. Which seems really specific. why are we all thinking about that? But so it makes me kind of think that we're programmed somewhere in there that
it's probably something that we've just got in our heads, and that's where
we've just got it in our heads.
That's where it takes us. Because I believe in ghosts, but you know.
Well, this is it. This is the conversation.
Ghosts to an extent, but like spirit type stuff.
Yeah. I don't think it's like Casper walking around. I think it's just.
I wish.
Casper's gorgeous.
I want to see poltergeist activity though. But yeah, I'll be definitely down for a ghost experience.
We should do one and film it all.
Yeah. I'll be down for that.
We should do that.
I'll be down for that. If you want to see poltergeist activity, just watch a John Cena match.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god,
very true.
But because I've done a load of like zombie experiences where you go through and it's kind of that, and we actually did one that was more of a haunted house where we had to go through, but obviously it was definitely people, but it was scary nonetheless. But I definitely do want to do like a Ouija type spirit summoning and see what we get.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm into it. I think because a lot of it's you talking yourself into the panic, isn't it?
Yeah. Like right now, the idea of it sounds fun, but once that night comes, am I just more interested in staying at home? I think
if I'm with you two, I think I'd be this would be fun.
Yeah.
If I was on my own, I wouldn't do it.
On my own, I wouldn't be able to do it then.
No. It's like the dark though, isn't it? Because like the dark's scary until you realise it's just exactly the same. It's just the dark. But the only fear really is that things could be in it now that weren't there earlier because they know it's dark.
Still not knowing.
Whereas like when you go ghost hunting,
yeah.
I think a basement is scary whatever time you look at it.
When you say ghost hunting, I have images of, the pictures after people have gone on a hunt and they got a bear on the ground and they got a gun in their hand.
Yeah.
It's like that, but we're standing over a ghost.
Yeah. I didn't like how you went to trophy hunting as opposed to just an elk or something. That was mad.
I went on a date with a girl once.
Oh, yeah?
He's not naming it because he doesn't know the name.
Yeah, that's all right, because I don't think that Joe does know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
remember. Her name was Joe. We had the same name. I went on my own for dinner. She was into
that's poor guy's activity.
She was into ghost hunting. She'd actively every weekend go ghost hunting.
Really?
And we were going to go, but date number 2 never came.
Well, of course. But did you ever watch Casper with her?
No.
Okay.
No. We just had a lovely dinner in Southampton.
From what I've heard,
obviously not lovely enough, Joe.
It wasn't good enough. No.
Casper is supposedly the most accurate film for ghosts.
Is it? So young Devon Sauer just turns up at the end and kisses the girl.
Yeah.
That was oddly specific, yeah. And you know more about Casper than I think I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've not watched Casper since '96.
I reckon that could be remade with probably Jenna Ortega.
It's just because she's 30, but she looks like she's 12.
What did you get Glen Powell to play the ghost?
Oh.
Then it would do well.
And Sydney Sweeney could be... DeAndre Hopkins won't know what to do with himself other than drop a load of catches this year. Am I right?
Am I right?
Bruno, out of interest, who's DeAndre Hopkins playing for at the minute?
No one knows. He doesn't know.
Is it the Cardinals?
No one knows.
Still?
No.
Is he back at Texans?
Bills?
Do you think? Mad. But no, as far as haunted houses, because if I go to the fair, Titans, I like haunted house.
Yeah, he's Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Is he trying to annoy the Texans? Is that what he's doing?
He's trying to annoy everyone, I think, at this point. The haunted house is like at a fair I would always go on. Like when I go to Disney, I love the haunted house.
Oh, well, I'm doing Halloween Horror Parks. Is that what it's called? Halloween Horror. It sounded wrong when it came out of my mouth.
Halloween Horror Night.
That's the one. Yeah, we're doing that this year. So that's going to be a few different haunted houses based on franchises.
I can't wait for you to get Zencast up in Florida like I did.
Did you?
Yeah,
What was it?
Joe, you were there, mate.
You were doing a podcast, and what did I do when I was in America? I joined the podcast.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah,
it wasn't.
You've forgotten that?
Joe, I'll allow it because he said Zencast and not Riverside. And Zencast is our podcast host, not...
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to allow it because I thought he was talking about Creative Zen.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, how good were they?
That's so annoying. I got it so wrong, that's why.
I had an image of you in like Disney doing it. That's when you said it. That's where it took my head.
No. Just in Florida. But I was just interested by you being in Florida. You might have to explain how to do that. That's what I mean. Well, realistically, you just got to answer it on your phone. That's all you got to do.
I'll do that.
That's all I did.
I'll do that.
Click the link, and then I was in.
There we go, yeah.
But again, it happened to be in good times for me. I say that. I was in the middle of a thunderstorm.
It definitely wasn't in good time because you didn't give the boy any heads up what was going on.
I think that was the funner part.
I like that.
I love the idea of people just joining. I think sometimes we should put this link in the Peppercorn group.
Yeah. And see.
Just leave it there and just see if someone joins it.
Hey, to be fair.
Bruno, what do you know what we should do? We should put it on Facebook and just watch people join it. And we're like, who is this?
I like that.
The annoying thing is there is a limit on this one. So we'll do that on your Zoom. We'll get a Zoom link.
Okay. Because I actually had an idea because we've been discussing different... Oh, by the way, should we just pepper or corner this before we move on?
Okay.
Pepper, heavy pepper.
I'm actually going to corner because it's a little bit too frightening for me.
I'm going to lightly pepper it because I might back out on the day.
Cool.
I really want to take you to some of these zombie experiences. The one that I did in Portsmouth, I've done a couple in Portsmouth, but the one that I did at this fort where they took us underground into the tunnels, I want to see you in that environment.
Yeah. Nah,
you're saying that's just fratting. I don't think that.
Bruno, we trained to wrestle there and it was terrifying. It was the zombie apocalypse, I think, was happening at the time.
It's been going for a while.
I don't know. No, I don't know. For me, do you know what frightens me slightly more than a haunted house? Like if you watch your videos on TikTok and you can watch people walking around a haunted house, that doesn't scare me. But you know when people go in tiny holes?
Yeah.
I can't get enough of these, but the whole time I'm like Josh from Stora did one the other day where he went backwards for a tube.
Yeah.
Where he was touching his own toes. And they pushed him all the way down.
No.
And they had to pull him out the bottom. And I was just like, but something about it, I feel like I have to see more. Like Mr. Beast nearly got stuck in a cave.
He did, yeah.
Really?
For a shoot.
Yeah, he did.
It was for a shoot. But Bruno and I were talking about some ideas for a podcast that we might do because we want to build the Peppercorn brand. Yeah. It might become this one and that kind of thing. I'm just going to throw out there lightly, see what kind of traction we get underneath this video on YouTube, the Peppercorn Boys.
Yeah.
It was the Peppercorn voicemail.
Ooh.
Where people will be able to leave a voicemail for us.
Oh, I like that.
That we can then discuss or peppercorn or give advice or something off the back of it. Just to kind of give it a kind of a category to go in.
I like it.
But I actually came up with another one, which is nothing to do with Peppercorn, but I thought it would just be the funnest thing. You know, people have true crime pods, and sometimes they'll have it on a specific thing, like Lacey Peterson or whatever it is. Yeah. What if, I don't know if it's been done, we just did one based on our school.
Okay.
And that era. And you get actual people to discuss their experience at school with all the drama. Mm-hmm. And you hear it from different, so people start to like a TV program, start to learn the characters. And you'd be like, wow. Oh no, but do you remember when so-and-so was on there? She said the opposite. Yeah. And we talked about certain parties that happened with, and I was like, I think this would be great, not just for a community. I think the world would be like, you could do it based on different places, but I don't know. I would listen to it.
I like that. I would listen to that, and I would listen to it for our year or our school, whatever we want to do. I can't wait to see you get that traction. You've got probably the bigger following on the old Facebook or what's going on. You're the you're in it. So
you can block this name because I don't know if you want this, but he has the lock on everyone.
Does he?
And I talk to him like semi-regularly.
Mate, he'll be a good vessel to use, mate.
Yeah, he could start with him and then off the back of him kind of link up with some people. I think I've been in touch with at least 100 people from our school.
There should be, there will be a web at some point that you can weave to get every single person in our year.
Because I think everyone will start listening to it and be like, no, I have a different opinion.
Yeah. I like it.
Because people can make storyboards in the world, like, you know, the categories. Like, they're like, no, but that happened at that party. So someone in there doesn't remember that correctly or is lying. And I was like, this could be such. And the people from parents.
One of you are lying.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was a really cool idea just because.
I like it.
Because even to like us who went there or people that were semi-close, someone like you who knew of people. Yeah. You know, it'd be interesting. Because anyone on Facebook that basically went to that school would be like, I'm listening to that.
Oh, yeah.
I went to, what was it, a few weeks ago, went to a curry night with our aforementioned rivals, Rec Crew. Hey, the topic of who went to school and what people are doing now is still as hot as it's ever been.
It's hot. I think it's hot for everyone.
Yeah, I don't remember. I hope other people outside of our world, still in those years, have the same sort of thing. Because as a friendship group, we bring up the people in school way too much, I think.
Yeah, no, but I think people do. I think people it's a even on the basement yard, they've talked about like they bring up names they have to block because they're like, I only know her now because she's on Facebook. But I mean, I'm on top of more of her information than Taylor Swift's. That's all they'll say. Because for whatever reason, she interests me in what she's up to. Yeah, and
we have a personal investment.
Because I think you do it as a series. You do like 10 episodes or more. You collect the people. Yeah. And you have like an outcome where you have more people on one episode or whatever. Yeah. But then you could literally go to like a school in Kansas City, find a story, and then be like, all right, I need 10 people from the years of 2011 to 2016 that went to that high school. And you get names on, they tell the story of their whole 5 years.
That's fun.
And then someone else does it, and then they start to intertwine. Because naturally they will. You only have to do that much
is
research.
Is that one going to be behind a Patreon so people can get real?
That would be very helpful, and also I can have all my friend from school's money because I want to hear what's being said about themselves. I don't know what copyright this has where people could say about people's names, but you could do one first names because we would know.
Get them all to sign something.
There's only a few Scots and there's one Bruno.
There could be, but there is certain legal things like defamation stuff, but I don't feel like you just control the thing.
Yeah. You could also start Hornet's Nest there. But I think we start it with a live one at the 20-year anniversary of our school next year.
Next year?
I think we put it together. And the big finale is we've got headsets on the end and we're like, who wants to do the podcast?
I'm gonna say this because if you're saying that we're gonna put this together, we're not. So you're going to put this together. Otherwise, I'm going to put most of the work in, I feel.
Yeah. No, I think it's a collective effort.
No.
I think it's a collective effort.
No.
I think we've got to do it at the school as well.
Yeah. In front of everyone.
So, by the way, it sounds like the start of a horror film.
It does.
But I mean, we could uncover something very brutally honest on that. Maybe we don't. We could undo some things maybe that shouldn't be undone. But I don't know. But I've always thought it'd be a really cool idea because I think I could get tucked into a Nova Scotia high school from 2009 to like 13 or whatever and just be like, learn the characters, learn what happened.
I like
it's like true crime without any crime that we think that we know of.
Because we start getting applications through.
Hell yeah.
Saying,
and people are really angry at us.
Come do this. Come do this story. Come get to the bottom of it. Oh.
Do you remember this night?
Oh, mate, this is like I think it's got legs. The storyline of our favorite shows, like it's the 13 reasons. No, not 13 reasons why. That's not. It's Pretty Little Lies, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's like Pretty Little Lies meets like Catfish meets.
Yeah.
The Serial Killer podcast thing with Kaylee Koku.
Yeah,
it's one of those types.
Yeah.
Because there's people that literally have a podcast that's based on like one crime.
Yeah,
and they churn out content weekly for years,
and people listen.
Yeah, it's like we could do that.
Yeah,
but not anything. I wonder if anything happened that was a really cool kind of crescendo that isn't sad in any way. Like, is there a story in there that we could find that did have a very good ending?
You don't want to go for the horror ones. We don't need to go. We don't need to do that. We're better than that. We can go.
So we don't have to go for your experience. Anyway,
you're the only person that made my high school journey unbearable, mate.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be still doing a podcast with us, would you, if that was true? Hey.
Yeah. You just have. Yeah.
That bear I talked about earlier that I kissed, it was Bruno. It's just a weird way of telling the story. I'm going to have to go because Lucas is looking for tea. How have you enjoyed the podcast today?
I enjoyed it. It felt very casual, didn't it?
Very casual.
Very, very
what
casual.
What do you think?
Very casual, very demure.
Wasn't it? Manure. That's what I feel like it's going to say every time.
Demure.
Very manure. Yeah.
Because I'm a great podcast host. It's so weird because I'm a good husband. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
I didn't know if you were going into a Triple H tough enough round, and I really didn't know.
No.
You got to go be super mama, super dad.
I could, yeah. I could. I can't wait to give that lecture to someone.
It'll be on the high school podcast, so I look forward to that. Because it turns out basically the podcast is everyone at school realizing Bruno's a Tory. So you can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Yeah. Give us a 5-star review. Tell your friends about it. Go to YouTube. We've got the best thumbnails in the business. I will not stop saying that. And underneath this video, tell us what you think about our kind of podcast ideas, the voicemail, Peppercorn voicemail, and even this outlandish passion project where we kind of unveil all the secrets of our high school. Let us know. Either way, I'm pretty happy. We haven't done a dog of the week. We have spoken about Friday. Did you want to do a quick one, which I was thinking the Frenchie they talked about yesterday? I don't know him, but you love him over on the front of house.
Joe, do you want to do a dog of the week, but it's this dog that I want you to do?
Well, because, guys, Joe needs like 20 minutes prep to be able to figure out our dog. But not just that. I've just told him one that he Instagrammed yesterday about. And he still doesn't know which Frenchie I'm on about, and he gets him out for walks every single day.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now you go. That's what I mean. I walked you to the water, and you still didn't jump in.
Okay. Sweet little lady Crumble.
Yeah, go on.
Sweet little lady Crumble is the dog for you if you're looking for a lovely little Frenchie. Good with kids, good with big dogs. She's in with big dogs right now. Walks on lead beautifully. She's a great dog to have around. So if you're looking for a lovely little Frenchie, Crumble is the dog.
Crumble, what a name as well.
What a name.
We just need to get some of those pictures you've just seen. We need to get them sent over to Bruno.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Bruno, have you got anything to finish this on? Because I feel like you've got some hidden anger in there, maybe.
Nah, I'll let you have the anger. Let it out.
Okay, we'll finish it.
Yeah.
We love you, Bruno.
God.
God, how? Oh! That was very cool.
Wow.
Very demure.
Very demure.
Very cool, very spooky, very demure.
Yeah.